so glad I won the argument with Vince to go ahead and paint the El Camino. It looks so much better. We went ahead and painted it in this beautiful medium blue metallic paint. Not because we really wanted it to be blue, but because we had the paint left over from another project and it didn't cost us any extra money. Remember, we're trying to keep the restoration cost of the El Camino very low because we're going to flip it for a profit. But even though this was a quick and easy paint job, it still looks great. And the reason is because we used Tamko Paints. We fell in love with these paints at SEMA a couple of years ago. If you have ever seen those beautiful candy apple reds or candy apple blue paint jobs on hot rods and restored classic cars, they're gorgeous. The paint is deep, it's metallic, it's pearl, it shines like nothing else. But those paint jobs are very, very expensive. You'll pay anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 just for the paint job. Doesn't exactly fit into the Rust Rescue budget. One of the reasons we love Tamko Paints is you get that candy apple look for a fraction of the cost and none of the headaches. Candy apple paint is really difficult to use because it is so deeply metallic. And unless you have a lot of experience using it and have the right equipment, it's very difficult to get a smooth, consistent paint job. If you run out of paint halfway through painting, which happens all the time, and reload and start again, you end up with lines. You just cannot get it smooth. So it's a huge headache. With the Tamko paints, they're much easier. If you run out in the middle, you refill, you keep going, you're not going to get the lines. It's a great way to get that candy apple look, much easier. And she sells directly to the public, unlike most automotive paint companies, so you can actually buy this stuff. Now, her paint is a lot thicker than a regular paint because you only have to, you mix 1-to-1 with the reducer. Most paints you're going to mix anywhere from 2 parts paint to 1 part reducer, or even as much as 4 parts paint, 1 part reducer. That stuff's like water. This is a 1-to-1 ratio, so it is a thicker paint. You'll get about 2 gallons to every 1 gallon of paint that you buy. And you'll need probably anywhere from 1 to 2 paint gallons or 2 to 4 mixed gallons to cover an entire car. So you still need to budget probably around $1,000 for an overall paint job, but that's a lot better than $10,000 to $20,000 for a candy apple paint. She sells the reducer, and this is a 2-part paint system. Most paint for the metallics are a 3-part system. A paint, a pearl, which is a huge paint to put on, and then the clear. This is just a 2-step, paint and clear. You still have to prime it first, and she does sell the primers, and she also sells the hardeners to go with the clear. But I tell you what, we did the 67 Camaro in a deep blue, and we are now going to use Tamko paints on every restoration car that comes into the shop. Vince loves the stuff, and I agree. It is absolutely beautiful.